All right, how you doing? So I promise you guys that I'll be coming here to talk about the enlistment process of how you can become a U.S. Soldier, or how you can join the military, any branch of the military. But since I'm in the army, so I have a little bit of knowledge about the army than other branches. But when it comes to the requirements of joining, requirements for joining, I believe across all branches you need to either be a citizen or a permanent resident with a green card. So the enlistment process is only done in the United States unless you're on a special program or whatsoever from another country. But the enlistment process is done in the United States. So you have to be here in the United States with a green card or a citizenship. That's the only way you can join the army, unless you're on a special program that I don't know of, because things change every time in the army. So I'm not gonna talk about what I don't know. I'm gonna talk about what I know. You need to be a US citizen or a green card holder. That's the first thing. That's the first requirement. The second requirement, you need to be healthy. You need to be up to date. Your body needs to be healthy. So let's say if you're big, like you're fat, they'll tap your belly, and then they'll ask you to lose some weight before some time before you ship out. And if you meet certain requirements, they'll take you to fat camp to lose more weight before you go to training, and so on and so forth. So for me, because of my age, I was big, but I didn't have a lot of fat. I was 260, but I don't have a lot. I didn't have that much fat. I had a little bit of flat belly, and yeah. So I passed the test, and yeah. So that's that's those are the first things that you do. But first things first, let's go. Let me go back. It's like I fast forwarded myself a little bit. So when you go to the recruiter, the first thing the recruiter is going to make you do is to write a test. So make sure you're prepared. Make sure you study. Go online, study, search about what is called the ASVAB. So because before you join the military, you have to write an exam or a test which is called the ASVAB. So the recruiter will give you a test to show if you're ready for the ASVAB. So most of the times recruiters like to make you do the test the first day you go there. So make sure you go study. The first time I wrote the test, I didn't do well. The next time I went, I did like a 50 something, and then I was like, okay, yeah, you're ready to do the ASVAB. So I went to do the ASVAB. It's a long process. I'm not ashamed to say I didn't make it in the first time. The ASVAB, if you're coming from a different country, the units of how they do mathematics here is kind of different. So you really need to study to get to know the gallons and stuff like that and whatnot. In my country, we use liters. So the measurements over here, they use yards. In my country, we use meters. So it's you need to learn. You need to make sure you equip yourself with the knowledge that you need to learn. You need to study, because if you can't make it on the ASVAB, you will not go into the army. So when you write the ASVAB for the first time and you don't make it, you wait 30 days to write it again. If you fail 3 times, then you have to wait for 2 years before you take the ASVAB. So what did we say? We said requirements, which is a green card or citizenship. You need to be healthy, ASVAB. And so in my next video, I'm going to talk about the medical process. After you pass the ASVAB, then you go through the medical process, which will then determine whether you go to training or not. So yeah, watch out for the next video.